Hello, welcome to the therapy video for the Year 8 Spring 2, looking at area, particularly looking at compound shapes with a trapezium. You can see I've put the question from the progress check into our flip chart. There's a formula on the right hand side which I'll explain as we go through the question. Now, important thing is always to read the question carefully. The diagram shows the floor plan of Mary's conservatory. Rather a strange shape, we'll split that up in a moment. Mary's going to cover the floor with tiles. Tiles are sold in packs. One pack of tiles will cover 2 meters squared. A pack normally costs £24.80. Mary's got £125. Does she have enough money? Right, there's a lot of information there, so we need to break down what to do first. We need to find the area of the floor, so that's the area of the shape we're looking at. Now then, it's a rather complicated shape, so I'm going to split that up so that the shape on top is a trapezium and the shape underneath is a rectangle. Now then, the first part is using the formula for area of a trapezium, which is this formula up here, where A and B represent the parallel sides of the trapezium. Now, the first one, that's fine, we've got 1 meter. So there's 1 meter there. The other parallel side, it doesn't say right there, but it is the same as the bottom length. So that's a 3, that one's there. So the formula for area of a trapezium says add those two parallel lengths together and divide by 2. So average out those lengths. Then we're going to multiply it by the perpendicular height. Now the perpendicular height can be found from the entire height, which is 3.4, take away the 2.2. Which should leave us with just this height of the trapezium being the 1.2. If we do that calculation, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 times 1.2 is 2.4 meters squared. So we've now found the area of the trapezium. But of course we need the total area. So I'm going to now add on the area of the trapezium and the area of the rectangle. Now the rectangle has a width of 2.2 and a length of 3. So the area of that rectangle is 2.2 times 3. So putting it all together, that's 9 meters squared. Now we have our total area. We're told in the question that 1 pack of tiles covers 2 meters squared. So now we need to decide how many 2 meters squareds we need. So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Now we've got a bit of a problem here. You're not going to buy half a pack. If you only buy 4 packs, you haven't got enough. You're going to have to buy 5 packs, even though that's going to leave you a bit extra. So we need 5 packs. Now each pack costs £24.80. So now we do the calculation, 5 times 24.80, that's 124. Now it's tempting to leave the question there, but the last bit needs answering. Mary's got £125. Does she have enough money? Yes, she does. It only costs £124. So we need to write that, a sentence I'm afraid, in maths. Mary has enough money and we ought to quantify it. She will have £1 left. Quite a lot involved in that question. You've got to know the formula for area of a trapezium, be able to find the area of a compound shape, then use a bit of logic as to how many packs you will need, and finally answer the actual question. Yes, she does have enough money. She's got £1 left. Okay, next we're going to have a look at a worked example. Okay, here's our worked example. Calculate the area of this shape. Now there's a nice little grey dividing line going across here to help us. So I'm going to call shape A this nice little rectangle at the top, which is 8.2 times 5 for its area. We'll go through that in detail in a moment. And the bottom shape has 1, 2. There's a set of parallel sides. So this is a trapezium. One set of parallel sides, that's a trapezium. So we've split this compound shape into two known shapes. Now we're going to calculate each area. Okay, need a bit of space here. Well, shape A is a rectangle. So that's 8.2 multiplied by 5. That is 8 5s are 40. 0.2 times 5 is 1. 41 centimetres. Area squared centimetres. Shape B is a bit more complicated because that is a trapezium. Now remember the formula for a trapezium. It says take the two parallel sides and average them out. So add them together, divide by 2, you've got two numbers. Then you're going to multiply that by the perpendicular height, which you are given there, 4.5 centimetres. Okay, reach for the calculator time. 8.2 plus 13.8, rather nicely, that's 22. Now I'm going to press the the divide sign now. Divide that number by 2, we get 11, times it by 4.5. Calculator does all the dirty work for us. That area is 49.5 centimetres squared. Now the only thing left to do is to add all the answers, all the areas together. So I need that area and that area. So if I do that, the total area is equal to 41 plus 49.5. That gives you a total area of 90.5. Tempting to leave that as your final answer, but check your units. We were working in centimetres, so the answer must be area squared units, 90.5 centimetres squared. Now I should have said at the start, as is highlighted at the top of this, this is the worked example, this is the we do, we've just done it together. You need to copy this onto your action sheet. So copy down the question, copy down the diagram, copy down the blue explanatory notes, and copy down our calculations. You'll need to pause the video, give yourself a bit of time to copy that. So copy that into the first box on your action sheet. Do that now, please. Okay, hopefully you've got that onto your action sheet now, so you can refer back to that if you get stuck, because the next thing is to do the questions. Okay, got two questions. Calculate the area of the shape. You have different shapes. Try to break them down into shapes that you know, preferably using a trapezium if you can, but there are other ways of doing it. Pause the video, copy these onto your action sheet, show your workings out, have a go at answering those questions on your action sheet now, please. Okay, let's see how you did. These are the answers. Like I say, there are other ways of doing this. You might have split the left-hand question into a rectangle with two triangles. You might have split the right-hand question into a rectangle and trapezium. Or you might have found the easier method, which is just to do a big square and take away the triangle at the top. So there are different ways of doing it. If you're not sure, now's your chance to ask somebody near you, look it up on the internet, or ask your teacher. Hopefully you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.